No position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to Vaught-Hemingway Stadium, home of the Ole Miss Rebels. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on a team from the SEC, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. He'll return it.
Oh no,
Nice job by the
too much
kickoff
alive.
team. Everybody stayed in their lanes and they'll stop him at no position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to Vaught-Hemingway Stadium, home of the Ole Miss Rebels. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on a team from the SEC, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Rebels about to kick it away and get this season started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He's just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. So Ohio State's offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. And Jesse, in this age of transfers, quarterbacks are the hottest commodities. We've seen this guy, but now different uniform, different surroundings. It's his job to get everybody going in the same direction.
Well, he just has to take command of this offense early. And listen, we've seen in recent years transfer quarterbacks have success right away. Think about Will Howard winning a national championship at Ohio State, Dylan Gabriel over at Oregon, Cam Ward in Miami. This guy has a really good grasp of the offense, picked it up in the offseason. I know they're really excited to see what he can do on the field today.
And these transfer quarterbacks are so wanted because they already have the experience. You know exactly what they can do. You're not guessing. So his experience translates, and they're counting on it. They love him. That's why they went and got him, and that's why he's starting right now.
Firing to the right, complete. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Guys, let's talk for a minute about Ohio State. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus. The number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country. But you do wonder if things have just become really transactional in the sport right now.
Well, this is a team that had a lot of success last year, and a lot of their key players want to build off of that. So to me, not a big surprise that these guys decided to stick around.
Yeah, it's cool to see it, man. You don't see a lot of this in college football nowadays. A lot of people leaving. They're doing a good job of retaining their guys. They must have built a really good culture.
The Buckeyes are rolling down the field. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Then as he throws, how about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down? And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. And the Buckeyes with the 1st and 10. Back to the ground game on the left. Headed to the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
What an exciting way to start this season. This offense had a plan. They knew who they wanted to be, but you had to come out and execute it. And that was a beautiful first drive, creating some momentum, not only for this offense, but for this squad to start the season.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Ole Miss offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And Jesse, if there is an old war horse, a real war daddy in the training facility, here he is, back to run the show again.
Well, that's a great point, and there is no substitute for experience. There is a lot of expectation for this football team and for this offense because of that guy and because of all the big stages and all the big moments he's already played through in his career. A lot of people really excited, David, because he has seen a lot of ball.
All the ball, all the defenses, has read the emotion of being really high and really low, and so those experience, those scars, they matter. They trust in him, and everybody on this offense is looking to it.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Cox. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Guys, let's take a minute and talk about Ole Miss. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat. And the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win. And if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room, so important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. The give to the back. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He wants to change this route. To the air on second down. Buying some time. Trying to make magic. There he goes. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
He can throw it, he can buy time, he can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against us. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
Wants to throw on first down. He's got him. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. The Buckeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Going to swing it on second down.
Dang.
Just tried to ease it out there, and it falls incomplete.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And this offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy that's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, this offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned the back. He right now is running with authority on this drive.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. And the incomplete pass was just too hot to handle. A big 3rd down coming, and honey toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete on the right side. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was. But now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
On the ground. Got enough space. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing. Take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human. Keep getting hits on him. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Ready to get the first down.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. They'll try the run. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss. The Rebels will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. They'll start this drive going to the air.
Coaching in City 55.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. The Buckeyes come to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Swings it out to the flat. Breaks into the open. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
Running backs are wide receivers. They do such a great job nowadays out of the backfield. All you got to do, dump it to him. Get it to him quick, and he'll make the rest happen with his running back skills. But they do so much work with wide receivers in practice that they basically have become wide receivers now.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. The give to the back. Plows through the defense.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. He might want another play. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
They'll be able to get off
No shame.
before quarter's end. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. And he is going to lose yardage. Nowhere to run as he is forced out of bounds. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see.
Wake up, kids. We re-moving to Hawaii.
They've got a first down here to open the period. Dropping back, it's Bond. Flex it out of the air. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
we out, bro.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The pull and throw off the RPO. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, dog. Straight up.
3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout.
How you catch that, bro?
And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. But starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. They're working that left side. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. So, Jesse, they're able to connect on the crossing route against the zone. You run that pattern against that coverage. What do you have to keep in mind?
Well, the receiver needs to know where the soft spot is in the defense so he can gear himself down. And the quarterback, Reese, has to play with great timing. Because if he's too early or too late,
See right there, damn like the touch push. Can't stop it.
It's not sexy. It's not pretty. It's actually kind of old school because people don't really run a lot of QB sneaks anymore. You don't even see quarterbacks under center that much. But what do? You keep your momentum going. You've already strung together a bunch of plays. Now is not the time to get super aggressive. Way to go high percentage, run the quarterback sneak, and get the first down.
We're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Gonna run it. It's Estrada. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. To the air, it's Bond. Rushes on him.
He ran out of bounds.
Didn't gain an inch on the play. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive.
If that wasn't fluke.
Right down the boulevard. It's good. And wait a second. There's a flag on the field.
What's the flag?
That
Dog, I wasn't even paying attention, bro. Wow.
This could turn out to be a huge penalty. Thought they were going to have
Headstone.
And now the offense
Wow.
back on the field with a chance for more. And the Rebels are
Getting our
flying
feet
down the
wet.
field. Wants to pass. And
Getting our
this will
feet
be
wet.
incomplete. A big hit there forces second
That's
down.
all, D-Lens.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal?
Oh, man, they finna fuck it up, bro.
Lets it fly. And he was trying to cash in the end zone in this red zone threat, but it's incomplete.
They tried it.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This is one of those momentum turning points. If this defense can force a field goal attempt, that is a victory for them. On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. Oh, and he dropped it.
Bruh, don't run into the kicker, man.
Right in his hands.
Like, come on, guys.
Hang on, it'll be 4th down. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. Good right down the boulevard. Had to settle for the field goal. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Eastern Michigan is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now. But there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Louisiana. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. He now has 62 yards on the ground. A very productive first half here in the season opener. Now the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Got his man. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. One of the great programs in the history of the sport, sort of built on the running game, but these days, Ohio State defined by explosive pass plays.
Yeah, and you can call yourself whatever you want. A lot of people claim different things like wide receiver U, but when you look at Ohio State, the past several years, going back 10 years probably, you could pick so
you can't let go, bro.
Guys who have been superstars, not
Come on,
only at
baby.
the college level, but also at the NFL level.
And the Buckeyes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Snagged out of the
What's
air.
up with that? May be just me pressing the buttons like that, dog.
It's so nice
Real
that
talk, that might be me
got a
pressing the
guy
buttons like that, bro.
for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air.
Damn.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They'd given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
Under fire. He'll try to do it himself. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that 1st down.
The give to the tailback. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Working that left side now. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Buckeyes will hustle to the line. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Finds his tight end. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Got the first down and more. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. As they unpack the pile, it's part of Ohio State's DNA to have a lethal running game.
And this is a trend, Reese. We can go back as long as you want to go back, and we can go back a couple years to J.K. Dobbins, and we can go all the way back to Eddie George. They always find great running backs at Ohio State.
Looking downfield on first down. Oh, they're after it. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You could tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off and get what I can get.
Fly sweep coming. This defensive
caught that ball?
just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
And it's almost as if the defense knew that jet sweep was coming. Great job getting penetration at the point of attack, and they were in the backfield, nowhere for the receiver to go.
The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on third down. The throw. He makes the grab. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Buckeyes line it up with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. Running back looking for the end zone to the left. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, way to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
This senior showed some serious arm strength, firing that one in for the first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Going for it all. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Rebels in the hurry-up. Looking for a man. It's Bond. Pocket breaking down. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
On his way back from the 20. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. And we've seen a tremendous show from this freshman behind center. He's guided this offense with precision, and most of all, he has taken care of the football. Gets it out quickly. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Quarterback may change this route. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Quickly complete. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Back to pass on second down. He's got his man. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. Oh, the attempt is no good. And after the miss, fellas, still sitting on an 18-point lead. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A memorable first half of football so far today in Oxford. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Vaught-Hemingway.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. We're just about ready to start the second half. And here's the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive, Reese. Like, this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively.
Oh, why did make me click on him?
They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
This offense not wasting any time. First play of the third quarter, and they're aggressive, taking a shot. You know they had some conversations in the locker room at halftime. How can we get a big one right out of the gate? Defense isn't going to be expecting it. They took the shot, they hit it, and this offense is up.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Trying the left side. Breaks the tackle. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Wants to throw. It's Bond. Bringing the heat. He'll throw it. Got it in the middle. It's Murray. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively, and right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the first down. They need him to play great in the second half.
It'll be interesting to watch this offense really down the stretch because they can't really have that balance, especially when they're going backwards. Like, they're down, they've got to put up some points, got to get some stops. I think this offense has to be aggressive, and I think it's going to have to be through the air.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Caught. At the 35, he's He's loose down the middle. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
Get out of here, bro.
Once he found open space,
What is
the
that?
band might as well start playing.
And these slants are so hard to defend when the ball's thrown like that. The receiver catches it, and he's catching it going so fast, and you can tell the defense couldn't quite get the right angles, and he does the
What
rest.
the hell was
Using
that?
his speed, gets all the way to the end zone.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 21-10. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. North Texas has been blitzed from the opening kick, and as you can see, the score right now is a lot to a little. Let's see how this coach tries to explain this. They're trailing by 39 to UNLV. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Looking to throw on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. Turns it on in midfield. He's up to 107 yards rushing, and he has busted the century mark in this season opener.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, to get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Now he's looking to throw it. Gets it out fast. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Power football with the run. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And winning first down is the priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Got some room entered to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
Those values are
And the
found in
point
share,
after is good.
honor, service, loyalty, integrity.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd.
17 kicks off with a Christmas Day triple header starting at 1 p.m. Eastern.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
After your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more.
Fast options. So try today at DealDash.com for $50 of free credit. first win guaranteed.
Tired of cheap shop gear that doesn't last? We got you covered. It's Viper's holiday sale, the biggest event of the season. Save up to $200 on the best garage gear in the game. From the Viper chair to the Low Pro, X32 card, and laydown creeper. Join over 75,000 happy customers who've upgraded their workspace with American-made quality. Don't miss your chance to save big. Shop the holiday sale. Only at Viper Industrial.
To come out with this drive and answer, and the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays to the passing game.
Company and comfort.
Back to throw. It's
Genes
Bond.
have dynamic stretch technology to provide
He makes the catch.
and make
Open space at the 25. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to get a little start to the drive. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32.
Fit, style.
The option look. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Pressure from Mustafa and a 19-yard completion. They overload this left side.
And the Rebels line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep.
With that, it just speaks to, one, his ability to anticipate, but the accuracy at which he gets the ball.
No fair catches here, looking for room. He's got great speed. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And the pummeling has started. He did that one all by himself. Make a few guys miss, turn on the afterburners, and boom, everybody's toast.
And that's why you got him back deep, because that guy can do that. You got to be explosive and quick and have good vision, and you see all those things on one punt return. Takes it back to the house, makes people miss, turn it on the gas. Great job, great return.
And he added the extra point. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it.
Opening minutes in the fourth quarter.
And he's coming out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Back to pass. It's Bond. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. The Rebels will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Makes the catch at the midfield logo. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
And the Buckeyes can really attack on this 2nd and short. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Well, they only needed 1 yard, so no mystery there. Turn around, hand it off, and he finds a way to get it.
Continuously works to help prevent asthma attacks. It's an add-on for specific types of moderate to severe asthma. It's not for sudden breathing.
To the air on first down.
Adults felt their asthma symptoms improve.
He's got it. And he'll be run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Not a very productive play there. The Buckeyes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down.
Shortness of breath, tingling numbness.
Second down, he'll throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Sweet throw and catch along.
Ask your asthma specialist about Dupixent. The new SpongeBob movie Search for SquarePants menu just dropped at Burger King. Dive into 4 delicious treasures while you still can.
That line, it's enough for the first down.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16. Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through 3 quarters for these two guys.
Got a lot more in this game.
One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. So the final period starts with a second down play. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, these players came together. I've been so impressed, not just by the talent, but also by their composure. Handling this kind of environment in the first game of the season, this says a lot about the leadership in that locker room.
Great moment from that little thing going on the field.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
I thought it would be Joe coming in, but it's been better than I anticipated.
Ready to go back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive.
To the 30, that's it.
They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Man, he is hard to wrap up as he gets it to the 32-yard line. Guys, let's talk a little bit about Ole Miss. Unless there is a dramatic turn of events, this is not going to be a way to cool off that hot seat.
And they're going to have to be able to handle adversity and handle the outside noise moving forward, because losing this game in week 1, all the detractors, all the naysayers, that noise is going to get louder. That hot seat is getting even hotter. And I think all eyes are going to be on this program now, David, seeing how they turn the page and move on from this.
And I give you Exhibit A. Jesse Farmer just turned up the hot seat. All eyes are on them. They got to win. They got to do this. Starting off on the wrong foot. This is exactly what happens. It becomes a distraction. We're going to find out how good of a coach he is, and we're going to find out how loyal these fans are really quickly in this season.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. It'll be 3rd and long. To the air, it's Bond. Outside the pocket.
Why you stop?
Got a wide open receiver. Oh, and he ruins the big gator with a fumble. And the defense jumps on it and get that.
Fumble on the kick return by Amir Abdullah.
Now we'll hang on here. The coach is calling a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned.
And tonight, he's just under 6 yards to carry. And as I said, this defense was shutting people down. Coming in.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. They get you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Leaves it with the back. Oh, what a caught! He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
I think it's just too little too late, David, at this point. That's a play that they could have used a lot earlier in this game, but because of miscues, they're down by a lot late, and I don't think they're going to have enough time to claw back into this one.
Yeah, and I'm fine with you running that play if you want to do that. My goal now is with this lead, if you want to run it, so be it, but just don't give.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Rebel.
With that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
Lining up for the PAT.
11-time Pro Bowl tackle, a 3-time All-Pro, one of the best of his generation.
Down the middle. We check in with Kevin Connors.
Told us he's healthier now than he's been in the previous 2 years. He is 37 years old. You know, Joe, he hasn't played a full season since he was with the Washington Commanders back in 2013. And so he's missed a fair amount of time, and he's not missed a game this year.
We'll circle back if anything big happens. You should know about it.
At 37 years old.
I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
Purdy can't hear the call coming
Here
in.
comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position.
Oh, he's got some space.
2nd and 9.
And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. Big play to start this drive, and they're already out at the 48. It's first down.
That's what the world's biggest airline can do for you, baby.
Looking to throw on first down. Finds his big tight end.
2nd down and 9.
And that's where they'll mark him, but a very productive play.
Purdy has to go over to the sideline.
Now from the
Russell, you brought up something while we were in that short break. That communication system goes out inside of 15 seconds. Correct. Once the play clock gets 15 seconds, it's automatically cut off. So although the coach can talk before 15, automatically goes silent at 15.
Absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size.
But whatever it was, the play wasn't coming in. And then once the play clock went under 15, chance. Some of these quarterbacks missed it, went off in 30 seconds.
This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
They have to listen to the play call.
Nowhere close on
Play
that
clock is at 8, 7,
trying to deliver
6.
the football, and now they face third down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Give to the running back. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down.
Big third down here, obviously.
The
3
Buckeyes
points
pounded
are
the
big.
rock to move
And
the
Brock
sticks. Now
Purdy
back to work.
certainly has to understand that.
Wants to throw on first down.
Start wondering how many more opportunities Philip Rivers is going to have if he goes down
quickly.
2
Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Second
Just
down,
inside of the 38-yard field goal from this spot. It's 3rd down.
Smart move.
I'm not impressed.
I know it, man.
Breaks on him at the 21. Give him a yard.
And I know you can play these late
Trying to feel my boys out. No Diddy.
when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the
You ain't gotta be
lead.
impressed.
Field position. You're
Trust
in
me.
great position to salt this clock
You watch the
away.
release that he
and get
has
it done.
off the line. You don't want to
Good
give up the
timing on the
inside,
quick
and yet
out.
he's able
He
to take
steps
away
out of
the
bounds,
inside
but he's got enough
and with
for a first
leverage,
down.
and because
And
of the
the
way he came
Buckeyes
off
come
with
to
the
the line
release,
with a fresh
with
set of
strong
downs.
hands, Edwards trying to make it up once he gets beat.
From the red zone, looking for a man.
impressive. We haven't seen Kittle out there.
Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly.
He's going for the linebacker level, make this defense go.
Touchdown, Buckeyes!
And the second half looking a lot like the first half, and this lead continues to build. How about the rhythm of this offense? They are showing you a little bit of everything. What they worked on in the offseason has been right on point, and game one going exactly how they scripted.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead.
It's Tonjes out of bounds. And he is something.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work.
He's on the ground. It sure looks like it.
From the gun, running back on the move. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on second down. Second and 10, really hard. Third and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. And the Rebels will call on their punt team. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day.
For that in the coverage assignment.
They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard.
And this offense got to be stopped tonight. Back to a 14-point lead.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's...
Don't you work here? I do, yes. Window. Rated at low. That's big. Games off looking like cheat code.
That's no cheat code, baby. Yeah.
Defense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Quickly complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground cover. Pick up the first. The Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Let's see what they do on 3rd down.
DealDash.com right now.
Are you considering a 1031?
Trying play action. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And we have
Chris Carter.
news. They score yet another touchdown.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
If you're an executive, this shirt is a must-have in your closet. I was tired of floppy collars and shirts with sweat stains. So I got this shirt I saw on TV, and now I don't have to work. I got it shipped in no time. And I switched
They'll try to add another to their lead.
The brand is called College Sport. They make a regular stretchy golf shirt, but the top is
and he tacks on the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Select styles at collegesports.com.
Want more stats? Just
out
ask
of the end
Siri.
zone. stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face, and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today, they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can...
He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got his man quickly. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. The Rebels will snap it on first and 10. To the air, it's Bond.
Return team.
Right on the money. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense.
Also,
today they've been lacking.
Joined by Jalen Jones.
Lining up, just needing
2 holds on that play instead of starting San Francisco territory. Well, you hate the quarterback, you hate for anything for that matter, but as a quarterback, you see a big return like that.
That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense when you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can.
That's a great job by Collins, number 95.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is for
From the shotgun, they'll run it. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
That's his.
The Rebels need to pick it up on fourth down.
Second forced fumble.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first
this
down.
One's broken up.
Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. They've moved it to the 19. First and 10. From the red zone, he's going to throw it.
You know, this is the ball he's just trying to fit in.
Zings it complete to the right. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. And the Rebels can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go.
Still celebrating.
It's dropped, and that's how we'll wrap up this one as the game is over. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them, an absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from the finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you. Put up a bunch of points and win by a lot.
Now we'll put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Roberto Sanchez hits it. Scott Moore his side of the 50. Takes it inside the Indianapolis 45, where the 49ers have it, leading by 14.
Oh, I'm not. Hell, I'm 6'3". Want your family to go to T-Mobile where you can get 4 iPhone 17s on them, awesome cameras, heavy display, right? That's the cost.
So even for a much younger sister, also at T-Mobile, there's no treatment needed when you switch.
Yeah. The holidays are better at T-Mobile. 4 iPhone 17s on us. No treatment when you switch. Plus 4 lines, that's $25 a line.
So listen again.
Just get one, kid.
So a first down for the 49ers. If the Colts lose this game, here's
6-3.
What was this defense was last week in Seattle.